We've recently been covering a lot of digital deals on this channel, deals that are available on the PlayStation Store, but I know a lot of you guys want your games physically, and we've got some great deals to go over today on that end. On top of some fantastic physical deals, we also have a great deal on a 1-year PlayStation Plus subscription, so without further ado, let's get right into it, and we'll start with that. You can get the 1-year PlayStation Plus subscription for $46.99 on eBay. Now, if you find PlayStation Plus on sale, this is generally the price you're gonna pay it for, unless you wait until Black Friday. You might be able to get it a little bit cheaper then, but $46.99 for a year subscription is much better than the $60 a year, or God forbid if you're going $10 month to month, that is just a bad idea. You're paying $120 for Plus at that point, and that's just not worth it, and that's why I don't think it should be that big of an issue on what games you're getting every month with Plus. You need it for online multiplayer. I don't agree with that at all. I think online multiplayer should be free, but hey, this is the situation that we're in right now. You need PlayStation Plus if you want to play online, and $46.99 is definitely a lot better than paying $60 a year, or God forbid again if you're going month to month, you're paying $120. $46.99 would put it at just under $4 a month, and at under $4 a month, considering you're getting games like Heavy Rain, you're getting games like Mafia 3, I would say that's very much worth it in terms of what games you're getting as well. So that's a great price for a 1-year subscription over on eBay, and remember, if you already have a Plus subscription and you buy this 1 year, it'll just stack on top of that. You don't lose any sub time. Moving on from that, let's talk about the games. A lot of these games come from Best Buy, and of course, if you still have your GCU subscription intact, you'll save an additional 20%. Unfortunately, they don't offer you to sign up to that service anymore, so if you don't have it right now, you can't get it. So that does really suck, but these deals are still very good nonetheless. First up, we have Vampyr at Best Buy for $39.99. Vampyr was one of my more surprising games of the year. It was done by Don't Not Entertainment, who also did Life is Strange, so you can tell where their expertise in storytelling is coming from, and that's where Vampyr really excels at. The storytelling, world building, and design of this game is fantastic. The only lackluster area in Vampyr, as it's been mentioned a lot about the title, is the gameplay. The gameplay isn't all too great, and it leaves a lot to be desired, especially with the standard the story sets out, but the game is getting a new story mode as well as a new hard mode. The story mode will make the combat easier and put more emphasis on the story, and the hard mode will make the combat even more difficult. I do not want the combat to be more difficult, but that story mode to just experience the great story, I think that'll enhance the game and make it even better. Best Buy has the title available for $39.99, $31.99 for those of you with the GCU subscription.
The previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No, it was something more vile.
Next up, another 2018 RPG, Kingdom Come Deliverance, is down to $39.99 at Best Buy. Kingdom Come Deliverance was an RPG that we were very much following. It was done by a studio known as Warhorse, and it's a very historical RPG, and that's where this game really nails it. The attention to detail in Kingdom Come Deliverance is phenomenal. From the soundtrack, the design, visuals, that stuff is top-notch, and the gameplay has a lot of complexity to it as well. The story is very good. The only issue on the PlayStation 4 is from a technical side. There are a lot of issues on that end. Thankfully, a lot of that has been remedied, but at this point, it's still not an absolutely perfect experience, but it's a game worth playing, and at $39.99, I think it's a good pickup. $31.99 for those of you with the GCU subscription.
You want to convince someone that they're wrong? Try using your mouth and not your fists.
Next up, we have Wolfenstein II The New Colossus for $24.99 at Best Buy. Wolfenstein II was a title that came out at $60 and then it became $29.99 very quickly, just a month after release. And then that $29.99 price tag kind of stuck. Well, now you can get it for $5 cheaper than that. $24.99 for the game is very good. I would say that Wolfenstein II was a game that didn't need to have its price cut by half so quickly after release, but I'm not going to complain about that. It's a very good, well-developed first-person shooter. Yes, it's single-player only, but the single-player campaign is complete quality, and it's a lengthy experience that'll take you 10 to 14 hours to complete. It's not a 6-hour campaign. There's actually some depth to it. If you liked Wolfenstein The New Order, and by the way, I would recommend you to play The New Order before jumping into The New Colossus, you'll have fun with New Colossus, and at $24.99, just $20 if you're a GCU subscriber, it's a great deal. Next up, another Bethesda title that had its price cut rather quickly. The Evil Within 2 is now $24.99 at Best Buy as well. The Evil Within 2 is a fantastic survival horror game done by Tango Gameworks, and this is a game that's gotten updated recently. It recently got the addition of a first-person mode, which was great. It was absolutely free, and it's a very nice addition. The game itself, again, is very good. A great survival horror game, and unlike Wolfenstein 2, you don't really have to play the first Evil Within to enjoy the Evil Within 2. You can jump right in if you want a quality horror game experience. As far as horror games this generation go, the Evil Within 2 might be the best. Maybe that'll change once the Resident Evil 2 remake is out, but we're still a few months away from the release of that. For now, you can check out the Evil Within 2, $24.99, $19.99 if you're a GCU subscriber.
We have the same goal, Sebastian. We can help each other. Join me.
Next up, we have a very recent game release in The Crew 2, and it's already down to $39.99 at Best Buy. I've been saying it recently, with Ubisoft game releases, it'll pay dividends if you can wait even just a little bit of time. That even goes for their bigger projects, and you see it with The Crew 2. This was a game that released just a little over a month ago, and now it's had a third of its price slashed off. It is already down to $39.99, and even cheaper if you're a GCU subscriber. Now, how about the game itself? The Crew 2 isn't a bad game. If you enjoyed The Crew, it expands upon that, adding a bunch of different vehicles. I just don't think The Crew is becoming that experience we really expected it to be. It's not becoming that super expansive, all-absorbing experience, but it's still a fairly fun racing game that does have some issues on the technical side. Still, I would say at this price, $39.99 for a game that's only a month old is very good. $31.99 as a GCU subscriber, but I'll also say that if you can hold off a little bit longer, I could see by fall time, maybe during Black Friday, that this game is down to $19.99. I don't think that's too much to expect. Again, Ubisoft games drop in price very quickly, and The Crew 2, with it not doing all too well from a commercial standpoint, I could see it getting even cheaper. But whenever you're getting a game $20 off a month after release, I would say that's a pretty good deal.
Discover more discipline we can add, or more stuff we can put in the game. And we have an example, the Fast 5 feature was coming from the community, because they were asking for players were asking for having the ability to...
Next up, we have one of the best PlayStation 4 games so far, and that is Persona 5, $29.99 at Amazon. Now, this is a game that's 16 months old, and it's still holding up its $29.99 price point. That should tell you how good of a game this is and how highly it's valued, because it doesn't go on sale often, and that's because it's worth the full price. Now that it's down to $29.99, I would say check out Persona 5 if you have not. If you're even remotely into Japanese RPGs, even if you're not, Persona 5 is a little bit wacky, but at the same time, I think the presentation is so well done that it's hard not to be captivated by the game. It's got awesome music, awesome presentation, great turn-based gameplay, and exhilarating story. I can go on and on. There's reason why Persona 5 is considered by many to be the best JRPG of all time, and at $29.99, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not playing it.
Like this. Taste the wrath of those who are preyed upon by you!
What's the answer?
Come to me!
Next up, we have another JRPG, Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age is down to $19.99 at Walmart. Final Fantasy XII in many gamers' eyes is seen to be one of the lesser Final Fantasy games. I completely disagree on that, and it seemed like the reception of Final Fantasy XII changed with the release of The Zodiac Age. Now, The Zodiac Age did change some things, but it's not like the game got a complete overhaul. Yes, it looks better visually, yes, it's got a new job system, it's got a re-recorded soundtrack, but a lot of the story elements are still there, the characters are intact, and I think what it is that gamers appreciate the gameplay today more than they did back in 2006. Whatever the case may be, Final Fantasy XII is a great game. The Zodiac Age makes it better. It's packed with content, and at $19.99, I would say that it's absolutely worth a buy.
This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry.
Next up, we have The Elder Scrolls Online Summerset for $24.99 at Amazon. The Elder Scrolls Online is a very cool story in that this is a story much similar to a lot of other games, a lot of Ubisoft properties, Final Fantasy XIV, where the game didn't start off all too hot, but after updates, after expansions, after going free to play, so there's no month-to-month subscription, The Elder Scrolls Online has become one of the best MMOs on the market. It's The Elder Scrolls and it's online. Just me saying that should just get you to want to play the experience, and it's such an expansive experience, all these different locations, and this expansion in Somerset once again adds so much more content. Now you don't have to pay month to month to play as well, and at $24.99, I would say The Elder Scrolls Online Somerset is absolutely worth a buy.
Of a Somerset.
Daedra.
And lastly, we have Dragon Quest Heroes 2 Explorers Edition for $19.99 at Best Buy. Dragon Quest is one of the long-storied game franchises, and while we haven't gotten a brand new mainline entry of Dragon Quest in quite a while, that's coming very soon. However, with Dragon Quest 11, we have gotten some spin-off games, and Dragon Quest Heroes has been rather good. It's more of a warrior-style game where you have to hack and slash through thousands of enemies, but it's a lot of fun if you like Dragon Quest. It's got a lot of fan service there, and I would only recommend this game to longtime fans of Dragon Quest. If you're just going into it expecting a quality action game, that's not what you're really getting out of these warrior style experiences. You have to be a fan of the IP, but if you are, there's a lot of fun to be had. $19.99 at Best Buy, $15.99 as a GCU subscriber.
Connected, and danger lurks around every corner. Dominate the battlefield with a massive selection of weapons, spells, and vocations. Choose to fight as a mighty war.
That's gonna conclude this video. A lot of great deals on the physical end for you guys, and a great deal on a PlayStation Plus subscription, which you're gonna need anyway if you're looking to play online, and with some of these games you will need it. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.